Good evening, everybody. My name is Scott Ramsey. I am the pastor here at Lewinsville Presbyterian Church, and it is a joy to welcome you all to this Holy Happy Hour tonight. I was chatting with John Notaft, our Director of Music Ministries, just a moment ago, and was about to use the phrase that, it's so great to be back for another one of our Holy Happy Hours. And John was reminding me that we've actually come back for Holy Happy Hours a couple of times during the course of the pandemic, but each one feels a little bit different. So we're so glad to have you all here for this evening. It looks like many of you have already gotten the memo that I'm about to share with you, which has to do with our COVID protocols, which are, it feels like, kind of always evolving and flowing. And currently, as many of you have deduced, what our current practice is that when we are singing when we're in a service where there's going to be singing, we do ask everyone to wear a mask. Tonight, since we're all going to be listening to the Woodwind Quintet. Masks are optional. If you would feel more comfortable wearing your mask, you are always welcome to wear your mask. But masks are optional both here during the concert as well as afterwards at the Wine and Cheese, which will follow the event that all of you are invited to in St. Andrew's Hall. If you need a restroom while you're here, you may have passed them. There are restrooms right down the steps between here and St. Andrew's Hall, so you're welcome to use those. Friends, it's so good to be here. I want to thank John for organizing this, and let's have a big round of applause now for the U.S. Army Woodwind Quintet.
Thank you very much. On behalf of our leader and commander, Colonel Andrew Esch, and our Command Sergeant Major, Julian Ayers, it's our pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. Thank you for inviting us this evening. We are all members of the United States Army Band Pershing Zone. We are all active duty soldiers stationed at Fort Myer, Joint Base Myer Henderson Hall. 22 years later, they changed the name on me. I always get that wrong now. So thank you so much for having us here. It's our pleasure to be here. We are the United States Army Woodwind Quintet. My name is Master Sergeant Robert Autry from Gaffney, South Carolina. I'd like to take a second and introduce you to the rest of the quintet. On oboe from Boston, Massachusetts, we have Sergeant First Class Meredith Rouse. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on clarinet, we have Sergeant First Class Aaron Scott. From Glendale, Maryland, on bassoon is Sergeant First Class Patty Morgan. And Sergeant First Class Aaron Coxon is our horn player from Foley, Alabama. So this is usually that point in time in a concert where we try to remind people to turn your phones off and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to pull your phones out if you have them and pull up your browser, and we encourage you to go to usarmyband.com. On that website, you will actually find a little tab that says Attend. You may have three little lines at the top. You can hit that and it says Attend. You can actually pull up the program to this evening's concert. And yes, we know you have one because I sent one to John so that you would have that, because this is the first thing. We're trying something new in the Army Band of not actually having physical programs, but taking you to our website, which has an added benefit of, at the very top of that website, there is a feedback button. And if you enjoy this performance, you could go on that little feedback button and answer a few questions, take a little survey. It doesn't take very much time. You can add comments. And we would love to hear from you. Our colonel does read those comments. If you didn't enjoy the performance, we are the brass quintet of the United States Army Band, so just get that right from the beginning. So also, if you're on social media, and we'll talk about this a little bit later, feel free to take pictures. You're not going to scare us. We're not like the animals in the zoo. We don't mind taking pictures as long as you hashtag us at US Army Band or hashtag US Army Woodwind Quintet. We would love to have you do that. So the next piece that we're going to play for you this evening is one of our favorite new pieces. We've just learned this piece about the last couple of months, and we had the pleasure of playing the full 4 movements at a concert in Fairfax at the Old Town Center, and we actually had the pleasure of having the composer actually come to this concert. This piece is written by Dr. Amanda Harburg. She is a fantastic, fantastic female composer who teaches at Rutgers University. And she's really good friends with the first composer, Valerie Coleman of Emoja, that we just played for you. So we kind of like putting those two things together. And I also encourage you, while you're on your phones, feel free to look up those programs. You can find these composers very easily, and we don't have to tell you all about them. So you can find that information. But this suite is 4 movements long. We're going to play 2 movements. We're going to play a Furlana and a Cabaletta. These are based off of old Renaissance dance forms, but they're definitely not Renaissance music. It is modern, but it's very tuneful, and we hope that you're going to enjoy 2 movements from Amanda Harburg's suite for Woodwind Quintet.
Hi there, I am Sergeant First Class Patricia Morgan. It's very exciting for us to be playing and performing these pieces for you today, especially by composers that we've met in person. It's really exciting for us. The next piece that we're going to be performing for you is Aires Tropicales for woodwind quintet by Paquito de Rivera, and the piece was written in 1994, I believe, so it's been around a little while, but it's a lot of fun for us because he uses a lot of jazz rhythms and has a lot of style and flair to his music, and he's a jazz saxophonist and clarinetist. That's what he's most known for and what he's won Grammys for, but we are very grateful that he wrote this woodwind quintet because as a genre, we are embracing more and more types of music. And this is our chance to get you guys exposed to it as well. So we're going to play 3 movements, the Vals Venezolano, the Habanera, and the Contradanza. And thinking about this, I think the bassoon starts just about each one. No, wait a minute. It's just the first. I just started the first one, so I'm pretty excited about that. We hope you enjoyed these 3 selections from this larger work, the Woodwind Quintet by Paquito de Rivera.
Best dance floor we've had in a while.
It makes a big difference. Thank you all for being here tonight. You're going to hear each one of us say this. We're so grateful. It's so wonderful to play in this beautiful space and for such a lovely audience. And we've missed you guys for the last couple of years. We've had a decent presence online and doing things remotely, and because we're a small group, we've had a chance to do some things over the internet because, you know, we've been limited to how many people we can have in the room at the same time, right? And this is just such a wonderful experience. Thank you for sharing your time with us tonight. The next piece we're going to play for you is by a composer named Paul Hindemith that many of you are probably already very familiar with. We're very excited about this for a number of reasons. Hindemith is a favorite of all of ours. He's up there in our top 10 composers as far as pieces we play over and over and over again. It feels like coming home every time we get to trot this out for someone. And he's just such a fascinating character. I don't know how much you know about him as a person. He's one of the few composers who has composed for all of the wind instruments. And when I say all, I don't think there's one that any of you could name that he hasn't written a significant piece for. He's also written for solo strings, for chamber music, larger compositions. His symphony in B-flat was composed for our group. And this piece is kind of neat because Hindemith wrote the kind of chamber music, the little chamber music for wind quintet 100 years ago. And we are also celebrating our 100th anniversary this year. Our group was formed at the same time this piece was being written, so it's kind of special to us in that way. One other thing I'll mention before we move on, I'm talking too much. Hindemith also served. He was in a service band and was not too far from the front line, playing in a string quintet, playing his violin or viola, whatever was needed that night for the officers, and doing his thing for a significant term of service. So that's another connection we feel to him. We hope that you will enjoy the fourth and fifth movements of Paul Hindemith's kind of climate music.
Our next piece features the English horn, which is the instrument sitting right up there next to me. It's a little bit longer than the oboe. It's a little bit lower. And this piece is called Por una Cabeza. It's by Carlos Gardel. It's a tango. And you might know it because it was featured in the movie Scent of a Woman. Does anybody remember that movie? This is the tango. And this is an arrangement, of course, for English horn and woodwind quintet that I was very lucky to have my husband did this for me. So it's near and dear to my heart, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
It was a Valentine's Day present. Well, at least leave that out.
I know. Totally different reeds. I have to make sure my reed works. That was a surprise.
Okay, well, again, yes, thank you so much. It's so exciting to be playing for live audiences again, good, full audiences, so thank you. So we already told you about USArmyBand.com, giving the feedback. We see the Colonel tomorrow for concert band rehearsal in the afternoon. So as many Woodwind Quintet comments as possible would be really great. You can also find us on other platforms. So looking at us on Facebook, if you're there, US Army Band. You can go into Twitter, and that's the US Army Band. We're also on YouTube with lots of material from the pandemic, of course, and even prior to that, with all of our elements from the unit. We have about 250 musicians and many, many ensembles, ranging from jazz, rock, strings, choir, full concert band, and orchestra. It's all online. Please do a deep dive into the US Army Band. Instagram. Instagram is, we always have to mention that because I don't do Instagram very often, but I do have an account because I have to talk about it too. So if you're on Instagram, please do the same thing. Hashtag Army Band Woodwind, US Army Woodwind Quintet, just Woodwind Quintet, any of those things to have us be noticed. And then we're also on Discord if anyone is in that realm as well. I started throwing that into my spiel. So we're there, you can always see us. The other important thing about our website was the calendar that's on there. We're coming into our summer season starting in the middle of May, and we'll be performing all around the DC area, and you can check out all of our live groups then. So please go back to the website and check out the calendar for our updated calendar. Okay, so something completely different from the last piece. This is one of our crowd favorites because there is going to be some audience participation. The Quad Labette by Arnie Running. Arnie Running was a clarinetist and composer in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. And what he did with this movement called Quad Labette was exactly what the term means. It's a musical mashup of many, many things. So he took orchestral excerpts from the 5 instruments of the Woodwind Quintet, holiday music, nursery rhymes, festival music, and all types of different tunes that total about 30 and put them into about 4 minutes worth of music. It is somewhat cohesive with one recurring tune repeating, but at the end, we're going to make sure you get a chance to tell us what you thought you heard. And if you would like to raise your hand and call out the response, and I'll make sure I repeat this for our online viewers as well. You can go home with a United States Army Band sticker. Serious budget cuts. But that sticker has the website, usarmyband.com. So we hope you enjoy Arnie Running's Quad Labette.
That piece always reminds me, it's like driving in the car with my partner, Andrew. You never actually get through one song before he keeps hitting the button for the radio. It always reminds me of that.
Okay, great. I love when we're playing, we start to hear the chuckles, or I can tell people are talking about the pieces that they've heard. So that's good. Already, the audience has impressed me. So anyone want to share what they think they heard? Sure, right up here in the front. Very good. Teddy Bear's Picnic. Very nice.
Simple gifts.
Very nice. Simple gifts. What did you have there, Sergeant Coxon? Yes, very good. Peter and the Wolf. All 5 of us had our chance to go through our characters from the story Peter and the Wolf. Very nice. Yes, Rhapsody in Blue. The one that always makes me sweat, but it goes by so quick I can't think about it. Nice. Good. Yes, up here in the front. Very nice. Green Sleeves. Excellent. Thank you. Yes, William Tell Overture was another one. I hope our online audience is getting all of this. How about in the very back? Very nice. Yes, Till Eulenspiegel. Yes, please. Yes, Nutcracker. Thank you. When Sergeant Autry doesn't hear the Nutcracker called out, he starts yelling at the audience members. Thank you for taking care of that. Yeah, he's mentioning when we go to the college recruiting tours, we always start using this as what have you learned in college so far with the students. Very nice. Anyone else? Yes, up here in the front. Pop Goes the Weasel. Yes, thank you. Yes, the strange jingle bells that people aren't sure if they should call out or not. Good. Very nice. Oh, thank you. Yes, Sorcerer's Apprentice was also in there. Yeah, the question from the audience was how many excerpts are in there, and from what we can tell, there are 27 excerpts, and it seems like sometimes we keep learning as we go. We have been doing this piece for a few years now, but definitely on the road during those recruiting tours, a few people pointed out some additional ones that we didn't quite think of. Was there another one up here? Very nice. Yes, A Hunting We Will Go. It's strange to put all of these songs, the children's songs and then the orchestral excerpts together. Yes. Thank you. Yes, Looney Tunes was in there.
It's interesting, the generational thing too, because like Teddy Bear's Picnic, like a lot of kids don't get that, but they also don't get a lot of the cartoon references anymore.
There is another cartoon reference if anyone thought of it. Yes, Woody Woodpecker. Very good. Excellent. Great job, everyone.
So thank you again for letting us come play for you. We love playing our instruments and we love playing together as a group. Hopefully you can tell that. We have a lot of fun together. We are each other's happy place. You know, it's very nice to get a chance to come play out in public for you. We're going to end our program with a little kind of snippet from the end of a really great piece that we love to play. The first piece we played today was by Valerie Coleman. It was Umoja, togetherness, unity, and we love putting that at the beginning of a program. And that composer was actually an African-American composer, and she helped form with 4 other players this amazing woodwind quintet called Amani Winds. And they have kind of revolutionized woodwind quintet literature and performance. Well, it's always nice to bookend with this piece on the other side, which is written by the horn player who was with Monty Woodwind Quintet at that time, Jeff Scott. This is an arrangement of Astor Piazzolla's Libertango. We're going to play kind of the last little portion of it for you because it can be kind of a long face blow at the end of a concert, but it gives you enough of a taste of just a great piece of music of South American flavor. And we really hope that you'll come back and find us online. Come see us at some other live events to the Capital Region, and we would love to talk to you. We can't wait for us to be able to chat with you over the wine and cheese soon. So enjoy Libertango by Astor Piazzolla.
I'd like to thank again the U.S. Army Woodwind Quintet for their performance this evening, and thank you as well for your service to our country. As an organist, it's good to hear my fellow woodwinds, but I'm an ensemble of over 2,000. So. Lewinsville's Concerts in the Community strives to bring arts into the McLean and Tysons area. Our Holy Happy Hour events are free and open to the public and self-sustaining. If you'd like to contribute, there's a donation basket outside in the narthex, as well as online on the church's website. We invite you to join our mailing list sign-up sheet, and where you can hear about our upcoming musical programs here at Lewinsville. The concert mailing list sign-up will be by the Wine and Cheese in St. Andrews Hall. Looking forward to seeing who's the first to spill wine on the carpet of our newly renovated building. So we'll see who it is. And thank you again all for being here, and we'll see you. The wine and cheese will be to the left in St. Andrew's Hall, and we have people who will help you find it too. So thank you again.